Hello and welcome to today's video. Now, also welcome back to the workshop. I'm very much pleased to be here and very much pleased to be able to get back on with the chopper again. So today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about how to pressure test a tank, and then I'm hopefully going to be tigging up any holes in it and making it fuel tight. So obviously the last year or so has been wildly unpredictable for absolutely everyone. Things around Christmas time got a little bit more unpredictable for myself, but hopefully the workshop is going to work out and I can carry on building stuff here because it is a major asset to me. I've had to do a couple of things, a couple of bikes have gone, but I'm back here and I'm ready to crack on with this thing because we are at least a month behind and really I wanted to get it done for the summer. I'm not sure whether that's still a reality, but I'm damn well going to give it a good go. So today, we're going to be making the tank hopefully hold fuel because it needs pressure testing and it will need any little pinholes welding up. So let's get round to that. So I've got my fuel tank off. This is something I've fabricated up myself. Now, the large majority of this has been pressure tested and it's all good. But since then, I have actually moved the fuel bung and I ran out of gas on the TIG welder, so I had to MIG it. Now, MIG is not well suited to making anything fuel tight. So what I need to do is pressurize this tank and just pinpoint any little pinholes that are gonna be around here. Then I can whiz over them with the TIG and seal them up. So something handy about older fuel tanks is that a lot of the fuel tap fittings are 1/4 inch BSP. This one is a bung I actually made, so I tapped this with a 1/4 inch BSP and that allows me to put an airline fitting in there. So all I have to do is pop a little bit of tube on there and pressurize the tank. Now it's no good just pressurizing it. What I need is a way of finding those holes that might be there. So what I tend to do is use washing up liquid and water, just like finding a hole in an inner tube, and that will just allow me to see where the bubbles are forming and see anywhere I have to whiz over. So to seal it, I'm going to be using the TIG welder. That's going to mean I need nice clean metal. So the first thing I'm going to do is just wire wheel this lot off around the area where I think there's going to be pinholes, and that way it'll be ready for welding. So now that I have cleaned the rust off from the area where I think I might have to do some welding, it is time to prep the tank for actually pressurizing it. So the very first thing I'm going to do is remove the fuel cap and pop this little slice of rubber over the top and secure it with the hose clip. And what that's going to do is hopefully prevent any damage being caused to the cap or the filler neck itself. The other thing I need to do is prep this for attaching an airline to it. That's very, very basic. All I'm going to do for that is attach some fuel line, which I can run straight to the airline, and then we can pressurize it. Now, the idea behind pressurizing it is to just put enough in there that it will force air out of any tiny little holes that might be left. They will then be detected by the bubbles caused when I put washing up liquid on there. So I've finally finished pressure testing that. I've actually been round and done the whole tank twice, just to make sure we don't want any fuel leaking out of there once it's painted. It's quite a frustrating job that, because you end up chasing pinholes round and round. Now, one thing that is worth mentioning is to remove the rubber cap and the airline when you're welding. Inevitably moisture is going to get inside and welding will cause steam. You don't want it to explode, so make sure the steam's got plenty of places to escape from and you should be all good. So now that's all ready to hold fuel, I suppose I'd better kind of start prepping it towards painting. So what I'm going to do now is strip all of this rust off with the wire wheel, then I'm going to get some filler on there, and I can start moulding it nicely. So I've been sanding away for quite some time now. I've used a huge amount of filler to make up for the fact that I'm a pretty terrible fabricator. I think it's going to work. It looks pretty smart, and I'm really getting quite excited and pretty motivated about this project again now. So it's about time I took it over the bike and gave it a little test fit. So I'm pretty pleased with how that's looking. Yeah, it looks pretty smart, and it gets me really excited about the potential kind of painting this and hopefully giving it a run, seeing how it rides. But that's it for today. A massive thank you to you guys for watching. A massive thank you for you guys hanging around while everything is up in the air and I don't really know what's going on. Really appreciate the support. So hopefully next week I'll be cracking on with this and doing a little bit more. I'm not sure what, but that's probably what next week's video will be about. I've also got some other really interesting stuff coming up, so if COVID can just hang back for a little bit, I can get on with that. You can see some interesting bikes, meet some interesting people, and a bit of riding as well. But that is it from me today. Thank you very much, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like. See you next week.